As we work to see Kansas City rebound from the coronavirus pandemic, we're committed to helping you send your kids safely back to school. We've heard from political and health leaders, maybe even a few teachers and parents.
But we haven't talked to kids much about going back to school and what they want the decision makers to know. I popped by a few Kansas City porches to find out what young people and their moms are thinking about right now.
This is going to be the best summer ever. I'm going to get to go to the pool. And then it's like, nope, there's a global pandemic. Well, I can't do that anymore.
Things have changed for Kansas City students in the past few months.
And I was like, longer spring break. And then I got kind of nervous.
School went online.
It was weird. It didn't feel like it didn't feel mandatory.
I liked online school. It helped. I mean, but I kept getting distracted. Like my phone would be sitting under me and like I could feel a buzz. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna touch it.
Technology wasn't the only challenge either.
I feel like having a learning environment around you actually helps a lot.
At home, lots of kids are helping out.
Sometimes that means like putting my baby sister to sleep. She's almost 1.
You know, there's something in the smile when a mama looks at her child, no matter how old. We decided to loop them in on the conversation to find out what's happened at home and how their kids feel about school this fall.
It was rough. I mean, it was a convergence of all levels of different types of stress.
He talks really kind of loudly when she's on Zoom because I feel like she thinks that people can't hear her. So she talks kind of loud. I was like, Mom, I need to answer this question in algebra.
Oh, shade was thrown. Oh, okay, word.
People just weren't prepared. Teachers weren't prepared. It felt like it was a very sudden shift.
Students weren't prepared then, and they tell me they aren't quite prepared now.
I wouldn't be as worried if they could do the things that they would need to keep kids safe in classes, but there isn't the funding for that.
We asked the kids if students could all wear masks at school.
No. Because, I mean, wearing a mask is okay, but like for 7 hours a day, and like we're sitting away from people, I'd be like, like breathing the actual air.
Some people just don't believe it, and some people would get sick of it.
As for a return to in-person school,
in an ideal scenario, my 4 children would be in a school building, and the staff and the teachers and us as a family and the broader community in which that school sits would feel good and safe.
If my teachers are not going to be safe and my friends aren't going to be safe, then I don't think anybody should be going back into school.
She wants to go back. I mean, I think she misses her friends.
The numbers are higher than they have been ever, and a lot of kids might get sick and a few kids will die.
I'm terrified by the notion of that. I love him so much, and I want him to be successful, and I want him to be safe. And we have to figure out, maybe even as a community, how we do that for all our kids, for all of our kiddos.
What I have to say to parents out there is that your choices are not only going to affect your students, but they are going to affect the students at your schools, and they're going to affect your whole community.
go ahead and talk about it, these kids. All right, we want to help parents and kids return to school safely. That's why we're devoting so much time to this topic all this week. And thanks to those moms and kids tonight.